Welcome back to my channel, welcome to this week's Calorie Crush. In all honesty, I didn't want to make this video. I still don't want to make this video. But here we are. Why didn't I want to make this video? Firstly and mildly, I have an absolute banging headache. I had it all day yesterday, I had it all night, and I've woken up with it still there this morning. I've had a shower and that's helped slightly, but that was partly my reason. But really and truthfully, my absolute, if we're going to be honest here, and what are we here for if we're not going to be honest reason, is that I knew damn well the scales were not going to be happy with me this week. The scales were not going to be happy, clappy, cheerful, how well you've done, Carla, this week. I have had a very bad week, food-wise. I don't really know why, because I haven't had a bad week emotionally particularly. I've got a couple of health issues going on. One of the things that I've already spoken about is the fact that I've got to go to the eye hospital for something wrong with my eye, and I've noticed this week that that's been causing me a few issues. I've just got to wait for a referral to the eye hospital. Who knows when that will be. Sorry, excuse the hair, by the way. I've had a shower and haven't done anything with it yet because it's only 7:30 in the morning, so it's a bit early to start blasting the hairdryer. People were still asleep, which is why my hair is which is why my hair is like this. So excuse that. What was I saying? Yeah, a couple of health issues this week, which have been giving me a bit of trouble, but nothing particularly that should have prompted bad eating, apart from wanting to eat things that I shouldn't. I don't know. Natalie came home. We've been out for a few months. We went away for the weekend. We went to Swansea. I say we went away for one night, but I don't think at any point this week I have made good choices. At any point. Not just I've made the occasional bad choice. I don't think at any point this week I have made a good choice, particularly. And I'm not sure why. Every day I've woken up with the intention that today will be the day I get back on the wagon and I make good choices. And every day, by about lunchtime, it's all gone a bit Pete Tong, and I'm not sure why. Let's go to the scales and then we'll at least see the extent of the damage that I'm talking about. It's Tuesday, it's scales time. $285.2. I couldn't do the maths when I was on the scales first thing this morning because my head was banging and I didn't know what I was doing at all. But last week I was £279. This week I round up, so I'm 285.2, which I round up 285.5. That is a £6.5 gain. Now I know, I just said I hadn't made any good choices this week, but I'm somewhat surprised to discover that my poor choices would have added up to a £6.5 gain. As we've said before, to gain a pound of fat, you need to consume 3,500 calories more than you burn. So to gain 6.5 pounds of fat, bear with me while I do the maths, I would have had to consume nearly 23,000 more calories than I burnt this week. I don't think I did. I'm visualising my meals, I'm visualising the activity levels I undertook, displayed, achieved. I don't know what I want there, but I'm visualising this week's activity. I did a lot of walking around in Swansea and stuff like that. I don't think I consumed 23,000 more calories than I burned. Perhaps I did. Perhaps I did. Although perhaps, as I always say, and as I always cling to, perhaps some of it's hormonal, perhaps some of it's water weight, perhaps it won't all look so bad next week, but that was a bit of a bloody shocker, £6.5. I knew I'd had a bad week. I knew I hadn't even really, in my head I was going to try and have a good week, but actually, in actuality, I hadn't tried to have a good week. Like I said, I don't really know why. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. I'm a bit worried because I'm going on a cruise. I know I've bored on about my cruise. I'm going on a cruise in just over 3 weeks' time. I think it was 3 weeks Saturday or something like that. Maybe it's 3 weeks this Saturday, I'm not sure now. And that's pretty much, it's all inclusive and that's pretty much unlimited food. There are very few times of day on a cruise when you cannot go and find something to eat if you want to. And I had hoped that I would get some more weight off before I went on my cruise, with the full knowledge that while I'm there I'll probably put some on. I really still want to achieve that. And like I said, if I've got about 3 weeks, then I could potentially get some weight off before going and undoing all my good work again. Even you can't gain 7 stone on a cruise, Carla. Or can I? I need to take some stuff off of here. Unfortunately, I need to take one of my gold stars off again. So I've lost one of my gold stars and my weight loss now stands at 6 stone, 10.5 pounds. I'm well over the 20 stone mark again, which is where I really didn't want to be. I'm not crying, by the way, just crossing my eye. I really didn't want to be back over the 20 stone mark, certainly not to the extent that I've managed it. I'm really struggling. I'm really, really struggling to find the drive and determination needed to eat good food all the time, which is what I need to do if I want to lose weight. I've got to eat good food all the time, not just some of the time. Yes, you are allowed treats in moderation, but we have proven relentlessly over and over again that I don't seem to be able to do moderation. I seem to be all or bloody nothing and throw caution to the winds and all of the other cliches. I don't... When I first started this, I was able to do moderation. I know I was. I remember it. I want to get that me back, and I've said that so many times. I'm boring myself. I'm boring myself with this relentless yo-yo journey. But if I stop boring you with it, I'm worried that I will just consume until I balloon back up to where I was before, or possibly worse. So yeah, sorry for boring you with my yo-yoing. 6 stone, 10.5 pounds. And even as I say that, I can hear people in the comments going, that's still good, that's still good. I know that's still good, but it's not as good as it ought to be, and it's not as good as it was. Clean slate, new day, all of that positive jazz. It's Tuesday, by the way. I don't know if I said this beginning. I didn't even get on scales yesterday because I knew how bad I'd been over the weekend. I gave myself an extra day, and all that happened with my extra day was I ate extra junk. So it's Tuesday. I've got on the scales Tuesday morning. It's Tuesday morning now when I'm recording this. I'm going to put this out almost straight away, so you should see this before lunchtime today by the time I've edited out the bit where I faff about with the board and everything. Let's just hope that I can get some of that 6.5 pound off this week. Let's hope some of it is water weight or hormonal or any of the other things I always hope these things are. And let's hope that I can get some of it off this week and come back to you with slightly better news next week. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye for now.